Now, next question is what will happen with the retrogression of Saturn Jupiter? So, degrees calculation will be same. Like Rahu Ketu, we are calculating in some different manner. So, if Saturn Jupiter becomes retrograde, you will not apply that Rahu Ketu calculation here. You will simply calculate how you are calculating in the direct motion only. Calculation will go like in normal thing. Okay. Because Saturn Jupiter are by nature, they are not retrograde. Okay. They become retrograde only for a certain period of time. Okay. And after that duration, then again they become direct motion.
Yes.
So when Saturn and Jupiter are retrograde in anybody's chart, okay, so whichever degree they are located, okay, so you pick that degree and you calculate in similar manner what we have done already, okay, for Saturn Jupiter. Now a difference where it will create that we need to understand. Difference is like once this, like for example Saturn, okay, understand this, but understand Jupiter, not Saturn. Understand the Jupiter first. Okay, so anybody have Jupiter retrograde in their horoscope?
That's Saturn
Sir, I
retrograde.
have.
You have Jupiter retrograde?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then tell me the degree.
Sir, it's 0 degree 48 minutes in
Okay,
Aries. Yeah.
0 degree 48 minutes. It means that is in the first degree, it means 12 years are left approximately. Okay, that is easy. It's fine. Okay.
That's
So
right.
now your Jupiter is retrograde.
Yeah.
Okay, so how you're going to use it? See, first 12 year, obviously it will give result of wherever it is located. Like in your case, it is located in which sign?
Aries.
Aries, sir.
Aries. Okay. So Aries, first 12 year, it will give the result of Aries. And after 12 year, what will you do? After 12 year, you have to take Jupiter into Pisces, not in the Taurus, in the previous sign.
So
So,
24.
okay, yeah, in your case, the Jupiter will stay there for 24 years, correct? And after 24 years, what will you do? You have to take Jupiter into Taurus.
Taurus. Okay.
So we will not go back, obviously, because the remaining years have been in the first sign. We'll go to the next. Taurus.
Next. Then from the Taurus, you will go into normal motion. That's it. So always remember Jupiter's movement is in Jupiter movements in retrogression goes like this. First progression in the same sign, second progression in from the previous sign, and from third progression it will go into normal motion. It means from the third sign. Understood? Jupiter, everybody clear? Easy. Now what about Saturn? So Saturn is easy. How? So okay, so somebody have Saturn retrograde, I think.
Yes, sir. I have Saturn retro in Cancer and it's 5 degrees.
In Cancer in 5 degree. Okay, so 5 degree Saturn. So this list is saying 25 years.
25 divided by
25 years are left. Okay. So it means in your Cancer sign, Saturn is retrograde. Okay. So how we calculate the progression? So the first progression will start from Gemini.
Gemini.
Okay.
It goes backwards.
Okay. Yeah. From backward. Okay. The first progression is in the 12th house. Second progression in first sign. Third progression in second sign. Like this. Normal.
So exactly like Jupiter, sir?
Not exactly like Jupiter. It is different. So in Jupiter and Saturn, what is the difference? Jupiter first progression start from where Jupiter is present.
Right.
Saturn progression is starting in 12th house from it.
Okay, so 25 years in Gemini. After that, after 26 to 50, whatever, it's going to be in Cancer. And after 50 to 75, it's going to be in not Sagittarius, like in a Leo.
Yes.
Right, sir?
And after Leo also you can calculate.
Okay, 75 to 100. Okay. So I won't believe it.
You are going to stay by that time.
And so in that case, then Saturn will move to the natal place here.
Saturn will reach to natal place in the second progression only.
Yes, because Jupiter does not. Jupiter then goes, obviously, because Jupiter has remained the first few years in the natal, then it goes backwards, then it goes into the second. But Saturn starts from behind 12th and then moves to the first natal position again.
Yeah, then second, third, fourth, like this it will go on.
Sir,
That's why
one question I have. What
that
if
is
there is a what if there is a conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn? Then what gonna happen?
There's a what?
yeah. If Saturn and Jupiter if they are conjunct, then retrogression that Saturn retrogression moment you will not take. You will take Saturn as direct only. Okay, so don't worry. See, don't worry about these rules. I will cover these rules in next class. Okay, but for now, just use the retrogression as I am teaching. Okay, so when it get cancelled and all these things, there these are some special rules that I will cover separately.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
whenever Jupiter comes in the combination, so that retrogression is cancelling. So that part I will teach later. Okay, but for now, just to keep it easy, okay, we will understand this retrogression concept. Okay, so if your Saturn is retrograde, so we follow the linear motion. I call it linear motion. Why linear motion? It starts from the 12th sign, 12th, first, second, third, fourth, like this will go. Okay. Jupiter progression is jumping motion. It means where it is located, that progression starts from there only, then from the previous sign, then from the second sign.
Jupiter jump, yeah, it will do that.
Okay. So Saturn follows the linear motion, Jupiter follows the jumping motion.
Sir, this progression concept gives a sense that no planet is 100% benefic or 100% malefic. Because, for example, Jupiter is in Sagittarius. We consider it is very good its own sign. But in the progression, will moves into the Capricorn, where it is debilitated. There it may not give results.
Yeah, so I will answer this question within next few minutes. You will see it. Okay. So this is very
Sir, are you
important.
gonna learn transit as well, sir?
Translate also.
Learn transit, right?
Yes. So that I will teach. Okay.
Okay,
Not in
thank you.
complete whole detailed thing, but yes, I will give you the method. Okay, to practice and all.
Okay,
You
sir.
to tell.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Virendra, I think you have raised your hand.
Yeah, sir, just very quickly. I think the way I see it, this major versus minor, we can draw an analogy with the analog wall clocks that we see. If you see the that hour needle and the minute needle, the way
Yes.
they progress, I think, yeah, if we try to,
You are completely correct. Now the answer to the Venkat Krishna is in the same analogy. So Venkatji, what happens? See, whatever events, see, there is a hierarchy. Okay, first hierarchy is your birth chart only. Okay, so whatever is promised in your birth chart, that you need to note down everything. Okay, those are the events, possible events in your life. Now, for the timing of event, you start the progression. Okay, so first major progression. The major progression should show some events. Now, within that major progression scope, whatever event that major progression is showing, okay, within that scope, your minor will give result. First thing. Now, your question is, let's say in the major progression, when planet moves to next sign, obviously it will change its nature. Okay, so in your birth chart, that Jupiter is in its own sign, Sagittarius. Okay, but in major progression, that same Saturn can reach to Capricorn in the next progression itself, correct? From its own sign, it is moving towards the debilitation sign. Then what will you do? Can we call this Jupiter as debilitated? So answer is, see, in your original birth chart, that is the original scope, okay, whole scope of your life. So in that particular scope, your Jupiter is already powerful. Agreed? So for time being, when progression that Jupiter goes to Capricorn, so obviously we'll feel the Capricorn result for the moment of time. That is a temporary result. Okay, but whatever result is already promised in your original birth chart, that result you are going to see in major progressions. Okay, but for the time being, till that 12 years and okay, you will see some what we call reduction in the quality of Jupiter. But those are not permanent result. For a time being only. Understood, everybody? That's why we see up and downs in our life. This is the reason. Okay, so depending on the progression, obviously we see the modified result, but not completely modified. No. If your chart is showing, let's say, denial of marriage, for example, your original birth chart is showing denial. Now your major progression will start shifting different signs. So there may be a chance that it will create some yoga for the marriage. If it is creating the marriage of yoga, you can't predict the marriage. No, that is not possible because your birth chart is not agreed for that original combination. Correct. But for time being, when it is creating the yoga, so during that person will create lot of effort. Okay, so maybe some meetings are happening, huh? Maybe he is stuck into some relationship. So which create a sense of like, okay, some relationships are building, so maybe my marriage can take place now. Okay, this kind of sense he will develop. But at the end, marriage is not going to happen. So due to that progression, that event, the possibility of event is looking, but that is not going to happen. It means whatever events are promised in your original birth chart, those events are only you going to experience in your life. The rest of things are just what we call blurry images. Okay, you see the possibilities only. Okay, I'm talking about the major events. But if minor events, let's say earning money. Now that earning is something which is ongoing process. Okay, your birth chart will show you, okay, you will be rich or you will be poor. Okay, but due to this progression, sometimes you are earning money, good money, sometimes you are losing the money. Okay, these things can be possible. So you need to be very careful when you predict these things. So there are some events which are only shown in your birth chart. Okay, but regular events you can see from the progressions. Now, if you have understood this, now one exercise you need to follow, everybody. Now you understood the progression. Okay, you know there is a concept, we call it as a progression chart also. What is a progression chart? Let me show you one example. So these kind of progression charts you need to also develop. Okay, this is a very important thing that people generally ignore, but this is a real progression method. So progression we have seen, okay, 30 years in a sign, 1 degree is equal to 1 sign, 12 year in a sign, okay, 1 degree is equal to 4 months, 22 degrees, 28 days. Okay. Rahu Ketu 18 years, 1 degree is equal to 7 months, 13 days. Now you have this method also to, you can use it. Okay, how many degrees are left? Okay, depending on it, you can calculate. This also you can. Now the thing is, now see, this is a chart example. Okay, Saturn is at 12 degree, 14 minute. Okay, Rahu Ketu 14 degree, Jupiter 16 degree something. Okay, now this is a birth chart. Okay, Saturn is present in the Leo sign. Okay, Rahu Ketu is in Sagittarius, Gemini. Okay, like this they are placed. Okay, so with this we have understood. Okay, Saturn will stay there for 18 years. Jupiter is for 5 years. Rahu Ketu is for 8.7 years. Now, depending on your need, like let's say if you want to make predictions for the 15th year. Okay, now this is the original chart. In original chart, you see this Saturn, Leo, okay, Jupiter, Ketu, they are in Sagittarius sign. So now I want to calculate for the 15th year. In 15th year, can you see this chart? This is the same chart. Now what is the difference? Jupiter is moved to Capricorn from Sagittarius. Ketu moved to Scorpio from Sagittarius. This is the progress chart.
Okay, so you mean the progress birth chart we need to make so that at least in our mind we can see it visually what's happening rather than just going on in the head.
See, it is not mandatory to create. Okay, so if you can calculate manually, it's fine. Otherwise, this is the best idea.
But sir, it's
Once you,
going to be very helpful. It's a very good idea, sir, because it's clearly you're seeing it. Because otherwise, you will mistake. You will go over the natal planets. You will get confused. So this is very good. I mean, at least the major planets with which we progress them.
yeah, so like we calculated, Saturn will stay there for 18 years. Okay, so after 18 years, Saturn will move to Virgo. Okay, so 15th year, you can see Saturn is still there. Correct? But in 27th year, now Saturn is moved to, okay, Jupiter moved to Aquarius. Now, Venkatji, this is what you are asking, correct? Now Saturn changed the position, Jupiter is changing the position. Okay, so in this chart, now Jupiter becomes debilitation. So obviously you can predict with using these positions only. Okay, but under the scope of the original chart.
But sir, we can move planet to like that Saturn. Suppose if we are seeing Saturn Saturn progression, then every like in major, suppose after 30 years Saturn is here in Virgo, right? So after that we can just go ahead and put at the 31 years. For 2.5 years, it's going to be with the Ketu, Venus, and Mercury, and make that. And after that, again, After that,
Mind.
5 years it's going to be at the sun. After that, it's going to be in like Sagittarius. After that, it's going to be, so we can move that every 2.5 years as well, right?
Yeah. So the approach, what is our approach? Okay, our approach is first
So
you
like
need to
because everybody's not going to ask us like, what happened exact at like, 30 years or 60 years or
no,
we
nobody is
have,
asking you this question.
yeah.
Okay, nobody will ask you, okay, what will happen in my third year? No. Okay, they
Yeah.
will.
So that, if they are like 45 years old, then we have to move that Saturn according to the major plus minor in each and go to pinpoint at that particular place to know,
No,
right, sir? Something like that.
no, we will not complicate like this. So what will you do? Our process is first we will predict based on the measure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once they confirm these, okay, these predictions are okay matching. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go for the minor. Every time minor is not required, na, because that requires calculation, okay, and preparing charts and all. So we don't go like this. Like if you want to know about the marriage, so now with the major you can roughly estimate. Okay, that is easy now. We know the marriageable age, that is 24, 25 year in India especially. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so obviously the marriage calculation I will start from 24 onward.
Mm-hmm.
Now 24 onwards, wherever Jupiter Saturn, okay, as per my calculation is showing, so I will create that particular major progression chart. Now from that particular chart, I can calculate the minor, where marriage possibilities are looking.
Exactly right.
Okay, so initially you calculate mentally every year you don't need to draw charts. Okay, so first we calculate see what Nadi astrologers are doing. They are now calculating very quickly. Okay, so they create everything in their mind, they can predict. But initially you require to draw the chart. Okay, so the easiest process is first you decode the major things, okay, major events, major progressions, then you go for the minor. Okay, then it is easy to understand the minor, na? Because minor you need to understand if you want to predict minor, so it means 12 charts you need to draw for every year for Jupiter especially. Okay, and that is useful only once you decode the major progression event, then only you go for the minor. So till now, what we understood how to calculate the major Saturn, Jupiter, and Rahu. Okay, then we understood how to calculate minor. Okay, now the third step, how to create a progress chart also. These three are important. You need to practice on these three methods first. Okay, then we can go further. Otherwise, from here onward, if I take examples and all, you will get confused. Okay, so what you can do, the marriage topic we have not covered yet, correct? So that I'm covering in next session. But other than marriage, okay, so whatever events we have covered, okay, that even marriage also you can predict because you know the logic, everything. Okay, you collect the 2-3 charts, do the progression exercise with the progression chart for the major events. Can everybody do it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you need to make yourself comfortable with this whole concept. Okay, and believe me, you don't require any software for it. Okay, with little bit of practice, you can do it manually. Oh, this is one complete example I will discuss. Okay, but not today. Okay, I will come into this. This is just a roughly created draft. Okay, but useful. Like 27th year, some event is happened. Now, what event that I will discuss? Okay, so if possible, you can decode the event. If not, don't worry, I will show you. It's the same chart, but in 27th year, some event is happened for this meeting.
So this is the progress chart.
Progress chart.
We have to in the 27th year.
27th year. Okay. So like this. So 32-year chart, the 32-year chart or 41-year chart. So some events are happened with this native.
So
Okay.
once
Then there. See Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter, Saturn. Other than these planets like Mars, Venus, Mercury, they shift their sign, progress. Okay. After 30 year. Okay. After 30 year, they progress only one sign, only one time. That's it.
so could you just repeat again?
Like for example, where is your Venus is sitting, for example. Let's say any
My Venus is in the seventh house.
seventh house. So the whole progression we are going to deal with Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu only. Okay, but your Venus is placed in Leo, correct?
No, sir. My Venus is placed in Taurus. My Saturn is in Leo.
Okay, so Taurus, Venus. Okay, now that Venus will shift its position and progress to Gemini after completion of 30th year. Okay, so like this. So Venus, Mercury, and Mars, all three planets.
So
They
Venus,
Mercury, Mars. Okay. But yeah, but the thing is, this rule which I am just saying, this is not what we call approved by every author or thing. Okay, so from some sources we have seen it, but it is not well dated. Okay, so for the sake of the clarity and authenticity, we go with Jupiter Saturn Rahu Ketu progression only. Okay, Sun and Moon they never progress. Okay, in Nadi text. Okay, but Mars, Mercury, Venus they progress, but there is a difference of opinion in it. Okay, so that's why I'm just giving you the idea, but practically we follow only these four progressions.
And
Yes,
so no
well,
retrograde for Mars,
yeah,
Venus, and Mercury, right?
there are no such rules are given for these four planets. So I hope this progression things is clear, everybody. Okay. So some examples and further things we'll cover in the next session. So for today, this is enough. Okay, then take care, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Vinayak sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.